All right, so look, man. Um, Audios happen, so we're gonna run it back, and it's just dropping tonight, just so you know. But what I do want to say is, how you showing up for yourself, man? And and this is coming from a place because when I originally posed this question, it was I had to assess where I was and am I showing up for myself authentically? Am I putting on a mask? And then when I do show up for myself or walk into these rooms, what value am I holding? Right? What am I really speaking? And how you showing up for yourself, man? And sometimes you need to take those those moments away. And I don't think we do that enough. So for me, when it comes to stuff like that, I just be like, what we talking about and what we doing. And y'all more than likely heard that. We'll see. We'll send audio. It's cool if you did. I ain't really tripping. I ain't really tripping. But it's really important. But and the reason why I brought this up was because I didn't always feel like showing up for myself. But there's matters in which you need to, and then there's matters in which you have to. And how do you decipher that? Um, because you're not gonna have perfect days. Don't let nobody tell you that it's always up. Uh, even the wealthiest of us don't have perfect days. Like that's not a thing. And so for me, so for me, when we talk about these things, it's really like, let me see. So how are we feeling about the okay, do it. Um, and I really wanted to pose this though. I really wanted to pose this because I was struggling with showing up for myself. I knew what the goal was. I knew where I wanted to be, and because I wasn't thinking that, I was struggling with showing up for myself. I had to sit with the reality at one point in time in my life to where like, "Hey, bro, you know this ain't where you wanna be in your life. You know this isn't where you wanna be in your life. How do we get up out of that?" And I'm one of the people, I hate feeling stuck. Listen, I absolutely hate feeling stuck. I hate feeling stuck because, um, if I'm not on the go, then am I going anywhere? And yes, you're gonna hear that whole thing about this progress versus motion, and but it's like I don't like feeling trapped when I know where I want to be in life. And man, it's when you have a vast well, what they call of knowledge, right? That you feel like, man, if this would just work out, if God would just bless me, and I had to sit with like, you're getting there, you're not trapped. It's not the time, and it's okay, but also how do you best utilize where you are so the next time that you have to show up for something, you giving your best foot forward and you're not compressed, crushed, tightened by the expectations of your family, the expectations of the world, the double standard or expectations you may have of yourself. And I had to be like, bro, you got to be less harsh on yourself. And sometimes that is hard within itself, especially when you're a really ambitious person like me. So all the hustlers, all the people who are big dreamers and who are ambitious, sometimes that can be a heavy burden for us because we're striving for so much. So while we're trying to show up and put our best foot forward, it's it can be heavy when it doesn't work out the way we want it to. Like that can be heavy when it don't work out the way we want it to. So and then what do you so and the reason why I'm happy that we're we're having these type of conversations and shooting it this way is because what helped you get you in the right mind space for you to show up for yourself? What's your pregame? I don't want to use the term coping, but like, how do you really prepare to properly show up for yourself in those need to be moments? Like, what helps you get you through the storm to the rainbow to the other side? Like, what helps you through that? A lot of people don't know what that is, and so for me, I am a true music head, and I said this. I said if there was an alternative life, a parallel universe, I truly believe that I would be an artist. I would be probably like an R&B, probably more than likely an R&B type of singer, right? I would make R&B music because I love expression. It's vocally for me, it's all of its art, but it's the vocal expression of like the type of art that I love, or um and that authentic presence is to me the best way to show up for yourself. And I feel like a lot of kids in today's age, uh, they battle with showing up for themselves, and then some don't. Some are just they free caring, free spirited, and things of that nature. But I think everybody has to get there at some point, right? I love some of these artworks. So when we talk about these things, I want you to put yourself in the space of I'm on my way to my wealthy journey. My journey of success isn't defined by the expectations of my family. It isn't diminished by the expectations of my family. If God has blessed me to put me to become or be a wealthy sibling or the relative, right? Is I was here to do that for a reason, and that's okay. And whoever doesn't understand that, that's something you have to look yourself in the mirror and say, "Man, am I letting my envy, greed, jealousy show up in the room, show up and not feel?" 'Cause I've been told, like, even today, right? They was like, "Hey, uh, some of the expressions that you have, they ain't showing the wonderful smile." You feel me? They ain't showing that. You look at the other side of the veil with us. I have things to smile about. I'm 25, you know, 25 ain't over. I got stuff to smile about. But at the very same time, the very same time, the reason why my smile isn't as big as it could be is because in my mind, I haven't reached the goals I wanted to. So it's those type of things, And I don't know if I'll ever get over that type of hump. I still strive, but it's that like I ain't done yet. And I think that's the battle of a man in this world. I ain't done yet. Smile is big. Um, so for me, I think the message I want to leave y'all, because we'll have a deeper conversation. I really just wanted to have a moment with my community, have a moment with the rest of the family. And when I say this family, it's because we desire to be successful, wealthy siblings, wealthy relatives, the ones who are on that wealthy journey to change our money story and our family's money story, to be honest, and create a new money story. We just like, we on the grind, but sometimes it's hard to show up for yourself. It's hard to show up for me sometimes. And I believe I'm saying that for both of us, bro. It's hard to show up for me sometimes. I know, I get you. And I'm gonna pray on it, man. I've been closer to God to to align me on where it is I need to place myself, so I can show up in my fullness with the version of Marcel that I would really want to give to the world. That's the one I always want to show up with. Um, because the journey is good to see or to let others people see, but I'll try to have you see the finished marathon. You hear me? But as always, I appreciate y'all, the likes, the shares, the subscribes. We're on the road to build our wealthy family to 1,000 subscribers by the end of 2025. So always hit the button, the like button, hit the share button. All those things help. Man, tap in with us. You can always DM me if you want to come on the show for sure. I definitely want to talk to all the people who are either on their wealthy journey, right? That's a wealthy sibling, that's a wealthy relative, or if you are accomplished and help the rest of us, because I know the family be needing some jewels. They do. They don't got it all, but if you may need some help and you try to figure out, man, how did our favorite host, Marcel, how did you get next to this celebrity? How did you get in this room? How do you know these people? How do you know what I'm saying? You can always grab my book, Build $1 Million Network. It's 3 simple steps to that. 5 is a few bonuses, some checklists in there. And if you want to start investing, uh, because that's another way that you have to show for yourself. If you're going to get into the market and you're going to make these financial goals, you got to show up. You got to practice. You got to start. You can grab that book too. Uh, and shout out to our first sponsors, ourselves, right? And Griffin Speaks LLC is one of our sponsors because it's an extension, right? You guys know I go by the Wealth Mentor. It's the extension of the Wealthy Sibling Podcast. And we appreciate y'all, man.